Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode, with Crossbell ablaze, the SSS stopped by the CNS on their way to the IBC and managed to rescue the staff from the Red Constellation troops holding them hostage before they continued to their assigned destination, approaching the bank building to find Sigmund, the Scarlet Ogre, awaiting them, who held us off for 5 minutes as the SSS desperately fought against the powerful Jaeger before our foe detonated a bomb, blowing the IBC up. The Red Constellation then withdrew from the city with Ouroboros watching on as the Night of Terror came to an end, and our story now continues. 1 week after the Red Constellation's raid on Crossbell City, the destruction of the IBC building prompted rising tensions surrounding nations. In response, Maribel, in her role as acting CEO, quickly restored all customer data, which had been backed up on terminals at Orcus Tower. Her swift management of the crisis successfully assuaged the concerns of foreign leaders, and international unrest gradually began to subside. However, the scars left by the Jaegers still remained in the shaken hearts of Crossbell's people. News that Ilya Pladier had been gravely injured in the attack came as a great shock both in and out of the state. Moreover, the destruction of CPD headquarters and the unknown whereabouts of the Red Constellation left the city gripped by an indescribable anxiety. Slowly, rumours that Erebonia had been the ones that ordered the Red Constellation's attack on Crossbell began to spread among the citizenry. The referendum on state independence, which had been postponed due to the raid, was now 3 days from being held. Huh? I see. So you're returning to the CGF. Yes, I wanted my transfer here to last the full 6 months, but after mulling it over, I came to the decision that I have to go back. I see. We understand. The CGF sustained the heaviest losses from the incident. They're probably dying to have someone young and skilled like yourself anyway. Well, I don't know if I'd call myself skilled per se. I'm sorry about all of this. I know things will be busier here now that the restoration efforts are winding down. It's okay. Don't need to beat yourself up over it. The CGF has a major role to play here, especially in light of Crossbell's situation. We will certainly miss you, but we can only respect your decision. Noel, are you going away? I guess I am. I'm sad that I won't be able to see you anymore, Kia. Oh, it's alright. I can still come visit, and I'll bring Fran with me too. Noel. I heard your sister's going to be hospitalized for a while longer. Yes, her operation was successful and she regained consciousness. There's nothing to be worried about. But she still has yet to really recover, as far as her physical condition goes. I'm sorry to hear that. Come on, Randy, turn that frown upside down. Don't forget, she's still part of the Force. She was always ready to face danger. If you're blaming yourself, please don't. It's not your fault. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, I guess this is the last time Noel's going to be working with us. Right, I'll give it everything I have, just like any other day. Thanks for letting me be a part of the team for a bit, everyone. The pleasure was ours. That's right, it's been wonderful having you here with us. I'll get all the documentation ready for you in advance. It's also been a while since we've all gone out together for dinner. Let's fix that. I'll foot the bill, seeing as how it's a special occasion and all. Chief Sergei. That's awfully nice of you. We appreciate the generosity. It's settled then. We'll say I get us a table at my favourite club. I'll have them call up their finest men on staff and give you a farewell party to remember. What? Whoa now you're speaking my language. I'd rather go somewhere with more babes and less boy toys myself, though. I don't like either of those ideas. Might I suggest the restaurant at Michelin Wonderland? The one with the Mishi show? I didn't know they had that. Please think about my poor wallet before you get ahead of yourselves. Well, whatever we decide on, we'll need to take care of our work by nightfall. Woof. And this is our music now. Well, a scarred Crossbell, a changed Crossbell, but not changed enough that we don't get patrols going down. What does our day have in store for us then? Quite a lot. Rebuilding downtown Crossbell. Our efforts to rebuild the downtown district are running into difficulties. We ask that you come by and assist should you have the time. Come to Galame Factory for more details. A bus. That's on a short. We have charity case on a short. The Business Owners Association is holding a charity drive to raise people's spirits in the wake of the recent attack on the city. However, our main event is in jeopardy of being cancelled. We would like to ask for your assistance in making this event happen. The charity drive will be held in the Civic Center. We'll be waiting for you there. Oh, Father, where art thou? I'm searching for my father. There it is. You know, I was separated from him at a very young age. Please speak with us at the restaurant on East Street for the full story. Ancient battlefield anomalies. There have been several reports of strange black monsters near the ancient battlefield in the eastern part of the state. I'm requesting you investigate and eliminate these potential threats. Come to the command room in Tangram Gate for further details. And we got Knox Forest Road monster extermination. Dangerous monster Hegentonchier has been sighted on Knox Forest Road. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. The question is which one of these do I deal with first? Most of them are in the bottom right corner of Crossbell. If you want to call it that, the city. They're all on shorts. We got a lot to do. It's no surprise we have so many requests after all this happened. That being said, none of them appear to be urgent. And they're short. Not even the one our boss sent in is required. Let's get off my back. Let's just work through them bit by bit while we do our rounds. Roger. One more thing, everyone. Why don't we take some time in between jobs to stop by St. Ursula Hospital? Huh? Oh, that would be nice. We've been so overworked this past week that we haven't been able to visit at all. True that. We can't just not check in on Fran now that she's regained consciousness. But... I agree. Not hearing her cheery voice through the terminal is downright depressing. Indeed, even just speaking with her would be comforting. Don't worry, Noel. This isn't going to put us out of our way or anything. Fran's been supporting us all this time. Of course we want to see her. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's go to St. Ursula later when we have some downtime. So it sounds like go to St. Ursula afterwards. Chapter 4. My god, Sigmund Orlando, you were just way too strong. I just didn't expect him to do an S-craft right at the start of battle. And then hit for 20k. Like, it is in no survival. Obviously, he's ridiculously powerful. I felt like by the end of it, I was one of those fans going, I don't hear no bell. Do you know what I mean? No cross bell. That's what I was like. I was like, oh, I'm using items. This was horrible. Items in a JRPG. Right, so it is supposedly go there afterwards, probably. Blast them. I'll prep the paperwork for your reinstatement into the CGF, Noel. Until then, I'm sure you're going to be flooded with support requests thanks to the raid. Deal with them if you get the chance. After that, I'll treat my last day with the SSS like any other. And thank you for everything you've done for me, Chief Sergey. Don't mention it. Just focus on finishing up the last of your work. Wouldn't want you walking out that door with any regrets. I'll prep the paperwork for your reinstatement into the CGF, Noel. It is on me tonight, so make sure you all come back on time. Obviously I should have Noel in the group for today, because it seems a bit rude to not have her in. If this is her last day. A worker to the bone. Zeit. Where's Cop? I'm guessing I've got to feed Cop again. What fish do I have multiple of? That might result in something good is the next question, isn't it? That's the bigger question. There isn't one of these. Piraluchu? Sure, I've got 7 of them, supposedly. I don't know if I've given one before. Where do I go? I'm like, where do I go on the patrol? I kind of want to hit up a lot of the places that have been wrecked. So, like, the admin district, the entertainment district. See you later, guys. Have fun. Thanks, Kia. We're off. I guess that's the last time I'll be hearing that for a while. You're really going to miss her, aren't you? It takes nerves of steel to pull yourself away from someone like Kia. Just the thought of it is almost too much to bear. I'm going to miss you too, Noel, but don't get too sad about it, okay? You and Frank can come over and play when she gets better. Ah, Kia, of course we will. You heard the girl, Noel. Let's get to rebuilding the CGF better than ever, so you can transfer back here ASAP. It is also important that Fran recover quickly as much as she can help it. Well, you can be sure that I'll give in all the effort I can give. If it reunites us with Kia's smiling face even 1 second faster, it'll be more than worth it. There she goes, makes something a mission, and she'll stop at nothing to see it through. I don't want to look at the cushion. I'm gonna miss you too, Noel, but don't get too sad about it, okay? You and Frank can come over and play when she gets better. Girl, woof. Zite said take care of yourself, Noel. Did he now? Well, thank you, Zite. A very polite dog that we have. I'm gonna feed you a Piraluchu. I don't think I've fed you one before. It's a scary cushion? Yeah, it is. Wait, what? Can I not feed you a Piraluchu? It says I caught 7, didn't it? Obviously not. Okay. What is even good to feed you? Would you like an eel? Yan yan! I didn't have multiples of eel. Vanya! Action 1, that's terrible! Thanks, Cop, I mean. Yeah. Oh, I used the Piraluchu on then. Right, and we should really rest because, come to think of it, this is the last day we'll have Noel around to operate our car for us, isn't it? Oh yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm probably more choked up about that than the rest of you, if it's any consolation. Truth be told, I've grown pretty attached to this old girl. At least you guys will be able to drive it on your own now, right? Yeah, thanks again for teaching us on our days off, Noel. Yeah, it was a great help. Your lessons made it all seem so easy. Speak for yourself. Why should you get barking out orders? I was scared you'd up and shoot me if I scratched a precious baby. Hey, it's not my fault you couldn't stop making wisecracks long enough to keep your eyes on the road. You could easily pick up driving if you put half as much effort into learning the rules as you do at being a smart aleck. What do you expect? You gotta be a real hard ass to stay in the CGF, otherwise I'd still be in there. Anyway, I say we savor our final day being chauffeured around by a pro. Likewise, I hope you don't mind us catching a few more rides for the road, Noel. It'll be my pleasure. I just want to rest. It's preparation. Because we've got to decide what to do. So yeah, I might make the admin district. Just the top hat. The bits of Crossbell we don't normally do first, a priority. On the basis of that's where most of the destruction was. Entertainment, admin, harbour. But we start in Central Square. Because that's the center of the universe. Because we got new weapons and stuff, you know? A bunch of citizens marched right into here after that dust up over in mines. Told them they couldn't buy weapons without a license, but let me tell you, there were some real bull-headed oafs in the mix. Still, after everything that's happened, I can't fault them for getting worked up. Anyhow, if you want to have a weapon, you've got to be prepared to bear the responsibility for what you do with it. Take this as a reminder. You don't want to wake up one day unable to live with yourself. Yes. So, Clutch Hammer is the next tier. We need quite a bit of cash. Do I bother buying... Noel's leaving. Do I bother buying a new weapon for Noel? I can't trade in my separate mirror over there anymore. Well, supposedly, I guess that service might be at Orcus Tower. We might want to make there an early spot then. Yeah, let's buy some stuff in a little bit then. That military coast seems pretty good. In terms of, like, full-on defenses. Hey, we'll come back, mister. I did talk to you the second time, right? Yep. We need more money. Alright, I'll place a bet because it said that IBC stuff was transferred to Orcus Tower. Hi, everyone. Over here on your right, you'll see the famous Bell of Crossbell. Oh, wait, it's not here anymore. Where did it go? Where did the Bell of Crossbell go? I'm taking the day off from my job as a tour guide to spend some time with Abel and Mimi. There's still a lot on the horizon I'm worried about, but seeing Mimi smile is all the relief I need. Isn't Mimi adorable? Just look at those wide, innocent eyes of hers. It really is strange, though. Why would those armed militants take the Bell of Crossbell with them? What do they expect to do with it? It's not exactly the sort of thing you could just sell off. Really is strange. Why would they take it? Yeah. Black Market Bell. Hey there, Lloyd. How are you guys doing? Good morning, Special Sports Section. Sergeant Major Seeker. Good morning to you, too. Are you stationed here for the day, friends? This is usually Kate's post, isn't it? Yeah, Officer Kate is working on a different case elsewhere. I was assigned here to cover for her. I assume that has something to do with the Red Constellations stealing the Bell of Crossbell. What the hell is that thing on the top left? That'd be part of the motivation behind strengthening the patrols in this area, no? It's only natural. That bell is part of the state's cultural heritage, after all. Maybe it's just window dressing, but the CGF was ordered to guard this spot too. We have no leads as to why they stole the bell or where it was taken to, correct? Unfortunately, yeah, the CPD and CGF are currently on the hunt, but no luck thus far. What the hell are you, my uncle and his merry band of jackasses trying to pull with this? It's not exactly the easiest thing to up and walk away with either. They would have had to go through a lot of trouble. Well, for now, we'll just leave the others to track down the bell and focus on our own work. Bye for now, friends. Best of luck guarding the city. Thanks. See you later, Lloyd. It was this. It was the lamppost. That's what it was. Those damn Jaegers. Why would anyone want to steal the Bell of Crossbell anyway? I guess there's no use trying to get into their heads about it. The CGF's biggest concern right now is the tension between the two major powers. We'll look for the Bell of Crossbell while we're on patrol, but state security will have to remain our top priority. It's the lamppost. That was what was messing with things. They're holding the referendum just 3 days from now. We'll be covering shifts for one another at the store then. That way, every employee will have the opportunity to vote. Jacko and I made amends. She's even been allowing to walk into work. My little girl means the world to me. As long as I can lift a finger, I'm going to protect her with all I have. Normally I don't care much for politics, but this bid for our independence is a separate matter entirely. The more I think about recent incidents, the more I start to lean in favor of it. Weirdly, I'd have thought that would have put people away from it, weirdly. But I guess people are really like, oh, it means we can have a military. I've been letting my dad want me to and from work this past week. True, I only changed my mind when it was convenient for me, but it really does make me feel safer. Aegis, Scepter, we still haven't bought them, but we don't really have the cash money. The restoration of the city is going well, but downtown still looks like a wreck. Not that I expected to be first on anyone's list. I think I'll head over to Master Gulam's shop after work to see if he needs any help. I guess that's completely wrecked up. Right, we have level 3 corpses on the board. That is nice. It depends what ones there are. We got attack free, we got evade free, not move free. Action free is now on the list. And P2, cast 2, so no cast free yet. Hit free is on the list. EP cut free is on the list. Probably worth me getting that. Out of all the things there, mind freeze on the list. Right, with that I can do something, right? Okay, I can get an EP cut free. I'm going to buy one. But I think there was one thing in Valley that I could do with a mind free. So we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that. I don't know if that's going to give me any extra arts. It seems getting these ones up is pretty hard. But I can get some nice stuff at the very least. Maybe I should grind some more. I just realized I've actually used a lot of what I consider to be money. So I was about to try and go to Orcus Tower to trade in. if that's possible, for extra. Otherwise, we just would trade it in anywhere. What is that, holding some kind of like charity event over in the administrative district? Want to go check it out? Sure, why not? Not like we're going to donate, but I mean, it's the thought that counts with these things, right? We can invite the others if you want. Don't leave me. People are saying those Jaegers were hired by the Imperial government. If that's the case, then who knows when they might strike again? It's to the point where I can't even sleep at night anymore. How am I supposed to sleep at night knowing they could attack again at any moment? A good question. No surprise that St. Ursula has been swamped ever since everything that went down. Even Cerrone seemed pretty blue about it. Maybe if I wasn't such a good-for-nothing, I'd be able to help somehow. Now's no time for a merchant like myself to get depressed, not when I'm providing essential goods to people who need them. So, welcome to Legion's Foods. Can I interest you in a bowl or two of already-grown garlic to put some pep in your step? Sure. It's both larger and richer in nutrients than the average variety, which makes it the perfect pick-me-up. Fine. Sophia's participation in that charity event over in the administrative district. I hear they're having her take part in a beauty pageant. I'll have to bug her to show me pictures later. Okay. That's a weird thing to have now. The Civic Center is hosting a charity event today to raise funds for the city's reconstruction. It's a collaboration between the Business Owners Association and local government in hopes of hardening the citizens. They have the full support of our store, so I do hope you attend if you have the time. I didn't think Crossbell was lacking for money exactly, though. That it needs to get from the citizens, too. Maybe the downtown district. How could those monsters do something like that to Ilya? On their long-awaited revival debut, no less. When it first happened before my eyes, I was scared for my life, but now I'm just pissed beyond belief. The way everything was syncing up. Oh, there's actually another paper? We just read one. We just got given it, did we? Cool. But yeah, the way everything was lining up, it obviously was just not boding well. The more we got through chapter 3, the more I was like, oh, everything's getting to this point. Bad things are going to happen. Oh, no. No. Crossbell Times issue 8. Mayor Croix launches inquiry. Mayor Croix has ordered a full-scale investigation into the recent terror attacks and the whereabouts of the Red Constellation Jaeger Corps. Later that day, the CGF announced the mobilization of the CGF and the 1st Division. A case outline will be compiled within several days. During an interview, Speaker McDowell had this to say: "The Mayor's decision is an absolute necessity if we're to quell public anxieties both domestic and international." In response to a reporter asking if there were any plans to reconstruct the IBC building, the Mayor, who has been rapidly addressing issue after issue since the attack, simply replied, "None at this time." The state of the injured. Many of the wounded CGF and police personnel were brought to St. Ursula Hospital for treatment. Approximate dates of discharge have been determined for around half of the patients, but the sullen faces of their visiting family members still persist. Though doctors say her life is not in immediate danger, Ilya Pladier remains comatose. The only silver lining is that few civilians were admitted with life-threatening wounds, said an overtaxed hospital worker. Voting day draws near. After being postponed in light of the recent terrorist attacks, polls will be opening for the referendum 3 days from now. Though much of the city is still grappling with intense grief, this vote demands our attention. For the first time, Crossbellans have a direct say in the future of their home. We ask that you still your hearts and carefully consider the matter at hand before casting your votes. Event, charity drive to be held. The Business Owners Association will be hosting a benefit today at the Civic Center. A BOA associate tells us the program will consist of a piano concert, a gala buffet, and a surprise main feature. All proceeds will go to the victims of the raid. If you have mirrors to spare, please consider making a donation. Notice, gourmet guide coming soon. The CNS will be releasing a new publication entitled The Gourmand's Guide to Crossbell to highlight government eateries across the state. Gourmet, not government. In addition to the picks in our gourmet scoop column, we'll also share some spots the celebrities love. Keep an eye out. You may even see the opinions of some folks who recently made the news. Current events have been disheartening these days, but perhaps you can spread some cheer while filling your stomach. Why not go sightseeing and try some new food from the various restaurants across the state with our guide in hand? Gotta have something positive in it, right? One of the guide destinations got destroyed. Yeah, well, it's been a week. Gotta hand it to Mum. Nothing roused her. I don't know how she does it, but it's actually kind of inspiring. Now that I've had a few days off, it's time to get back on that shopping grind. You know what they say? If you don't shop, the economy stops. Wow. Only 3 more days until the polls open. We plan to have everyone here take turns leaving to vote. As for me, I'm still undecided. What do I do? Take some time off. You need to figure this stuff out. An evening dress is now available with ATS for 9,000. That's a really good get. But also stupidly expensive. We're never going to be able to trust Erebonial cowards, so why bother retracting our claim to independence? Then again, we can't very well ignore the threat of their militaries on our doorstep. Why money independence is the only way for Crossbell to solve the root cause of its problems. I'm not convinced that bowing to Erebonian Calvert is going to keep us safe after what just happened to our city. I think really new here by the look of it. What is the boots for men? No matter how hard I try, I can't forget the sheer terror of being right there when Arkansas was attacked. What did those monsters even get out of doing something like that? It seems the city's reconstruction is well underway. I have nothing in particular to offer, but I do plan to lower some prices to help people in need. For me. City walkers. Evasion plus 10% again. Speed minus 2, though. They instill a sense of maturity. Big move on it, though. Better for getting Lloyd in position. Look at me, I'm the super bracer Adios McLean. Second form Gale. Whoosh! Horace McLean is a hero for defending Orcus Tower from those Jaegers. The city wouldn't be what it is if not for him always protecting us, and he proved it that night. Won't help too. Boo. Yes, Shirley is kind of unforgivable, isn't she? I see in the chat, presumably the only reason they attacked the show itself was because Shirley wanted her fight. My god. My god. Didn't deserve any other tactical purpose apart from being an asshole. Yep. Shirley sucks. Wow, all those rumors about the bell being stolen were true. Those Jaegers did it, right? What's their aim here? Just can't get a handle on it. What kind of sick bastards would steal the symbol of an entire city? They've completely ruined one of Crossbell's most famous landmarks. She surely can't be forgiven now? Oh god. That raid on the city must have been orchestrated by the Empire. Oh yes, they've been feigning camaraderie with us lately. But anyone knows they stop at nothing to advance their agenda. Playing dirty is nothing new to them. The first chance they get to plot an invasion, they'll take. That's how Erebonia is. That's just how they are. I mean, it's not great to profile, but I can understand why you feel that way. I'm glad to see Celdio's finally applying himself in the kitchen. He prepared a seafood pasta using a tomato sauce base, but what really brought out the flavor was the variety of spices he incorporated. It was both fresh and outstanding. I think he did a superb job with it. Celtio used to hate relying on conventional ingredients and flavor pairings. It made him too narrow-minded when it came to his cooking, but thankfully he's managed to grow out of it a little. A little? It's always sort of just like to mess with people or something. He didn't pick a winner for my showdown with Nono. In fact, he was never even planning to. Why'd I bother working so hard, then, if there was nothing at stake? Anyway, the city's gotten so much more dangerous this past year. I'll admit I'm pretty lucky to have a job that keeps me happy and level like this. The raid on the city made me reconsider holding a cooking competition between Celtio and Nono. They insisted that the show must go on, so we went ahead with it after we closed last night. The results were unbelievable. Both of them produced dishes so incredible they brought me to literal tears. My goodness me, seeing my apprentices grow with my own two eyes has been a tremendous journey. The only downside is that it'd feel like a terrible waste of Nono's culinary talent keeping her out here. I'm gonna need to figure out how to make things work with free chefs in the kitchen. It only lasted for a month or so, but I had a lot of fun working in the kitchen. Manager suggested I actually pursue becoming a chef, and honestly, I was thinking of giving it a shot too. You're gonna be a chef. The recent raid has only added fuel to the fire for those in favor of our independence. I understand their frustrations, but I have to wonder if we can't have a more level-headed conversation. Acting on emotion causes commotion. Someone once said that, I'm sure. It's a nice phrase. Not heard it before. I'm convinced the Empire was responsible for the raid on the city. There's no forgiving them after what they've done. What are they even trying to get out of this? Can't believe they hired a group of armed soldiers to attack the city. What a despicable thing to do. Then again, Erebonia's always been trigger happy. It's easy to forget that. Right, nothing else is going on here. We've done Central Square. I guess we'll leave Station Street for last, right? Let's go to Entertainment District via the back alley. Monster showed up downtown and destroyed my beloved Maison Imelda during the raid. I let loose with the bleakest of my life upon seeing the aftermath. Ah, sakes alive. Just what will become of that district, I wonder? So it's like yeah. Rebuilding it would be too expensive. I might as well cut my losses and sell the land. You can't go in? It's locked. First Division's investigation is over, so it should be empty inside. They disappeared without a trace in that airship. Just where could they have gone? The CGF is still keeping a lookout for them. They haven't let down their guard since... Randy, are you alright? Yeah, don't worry about me. I just need to settle things once and for all the next time I face them. Yeah, you're right. It's locked. No sign of anyone inside. Where's Eris? Hey there, pal. Our club is celebrating its grand reopening. The city's not the only one in need of some restoration. Why not treat yourself to a nice drink and chat with the choicest gals in town? Dudley, this is a surprise. My thoughts exactly. This is the last place I expected to run into all of you. You're back to handling your support request today, is that right? Yeah, we're helping however we can. If you don't mind us asking, have you heard anything new about the Red Constellations' whereabouts? Hardly. Tracking them down has been a thorn in the First Division's side. We expected the Imperial government to make a statement, but there's been nothing but radio silence from Erebonia. If they're planning something, it will probably come during the referendum. Our division is working tirelessly to be prepared for anything when the day comes. I can imagine. What brings you here then? You're looking pretty down the dumps. Didn't take you for the type to drown his problems away. While I do imbibe from time to time, I would never do so before noon, let alone while I'm on the job. This is merely a carbonated beverage. Oh, you did a good job fooling me, the way you've been nursing that glass. What about you, Bannings? Do you drink? Sure, but not often. At least that's one way you haven't taken after Guy. Did you used to drink here with my brother, Dudley? Yes, on rare occasions. In fact, it was Guy who introduced me to Garant. He always had a knack for tracking down holes in the wall like these. With the way he liked looking for trouble. Yeah, I'll bet. So which of you two held his liquor better? There's no way you two didn't try to outdrink each other at some point. No comments. What I will say, Orlando, is that Guy and I have hollower legs than any of you greenhorns could ever dream of. Keep talking, Susley. You ain't ever seen me hit the bottle. I'll leave you so sloshed you'll be thinking you put on beer goggles in the morning, Four Eyes. I'd be happy to drink you under the table some night, Orlando, if that's what you really want. Okay, easy guys. Even when it comes to alcohol, Dudley has a hyper-competitive streak. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'll be getting back to work right after I finish the soda. The referendum is days away, SSS. We can't afford to be anything less than fully prepared. Never did I expect the Red Constellation to mount an assault on the city too. I'm used to rumors rolling through my bar like tumbleweeds, and even I was blindsided. A raid that perfectly executed had to be planned out well in advance. Can't believe we've gone back to just milling. I really can't believe it's gone back to patrols. Our club's been closed since the raid, but we're opening back up tonight. Now the reconstruction is almost over, we can finally get back to work. Ah, there goes my vacation. Our place is nothing special, but even we've got regulars that have been dying for us to reopen. Guess it's up to us to show them a good time. That said, when I say I can't believe we got back to patrols and all that, what do people in war-torn countries do? They just live their lives, right? They kind of have to. What else is there to do? Can't cower forever. It's almost like they've got no choice.